This Ukrainian bomb maker is self-taught. Artem modifies mortar rounds, mines and other munitions to make them more deadly.
The best bomb is one you make with your own hands, and the sound from it is good. It will fry their brains.
He's produced more than 1,000 explosives that are attached to drones and used against Russian targets. But it's dangerous work.
It's fine. I was scared the first time too. My hands were shaking. Then you get used to it. When I'm scared, I just turn away.
So is that what's the white powder?
This is TNT, which we ground in a meat grinder.
As well as making them, Artem teaches other soldiers how to put his bombs onto drones. Perhaps surprisingly, this particular group has just been released from jail. They're part of a push by Ukraine to recruit convicts for the frontline to bolster depleted ranks. Ruslan was locked up for stealing a car. He says he chose to switch his cell for the battlefield because he wants to defend Ukraine. This patch is worn by a unit of about 100 criminals. Their commander says he's proud of his men despite their past. He tells us about one soldier who took out 9 Russians before being killed himself.
I forbid anyone in the brigade to say you're convicts or you're jailbirds or you're criminals. There can't be such rhetoric. They put on the uniform and took the oath. They are soldiers.
Have you had any of the people that have turned up from prison that have actually not been good and have either run away or committed more crimes?
Yes, there were. Sometimes you trust someone. You get used to them over time. You believe in them, you know. But then with one action, they do something like run away.
But he says most come ready to fight and hundreds more criminals want to sign up. These convicts are learning how to fly drones, which they'll soon be using for real. About 7,000 criminals have chosen the battlefield over time behind bars since Ukraine introduced the scheme last May.
My motivation was mainly to defend Ukraine, my family and my loved ones.
Valery had been jailed because of a car crash that killed his friend.
The feeling when you leave prison and realize that you are free again is indescribable. Freedom is, after all, freedom. It felt like I was born again.
But freedom is not free. The heavy price of war, a burden this country understands all too well. Deborah Haynes, Sky News, northeastern Ukraine.